Hello everyone, Trigan here. Welcome back to Growler's Farm. Don't forget, if you like this video, tickle that thumbs up button. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. So I got that harvest, the muddy field harvest, all done. This is actually the next harvest afterwards. We planted wheat this time. And you can see the wheat is just starting to come up, and we've got weeds, in all the fields. You can also see, if you can see in the top right there, the 217,000. That's after some expenses. So that harvest made us over 100,000. It was definitely worthwhile. And I was thinking we would go ahead and spend some of that money right now before we get started on the weeding. We've been looking at equipment because I want to get, even though this old equipment is really cool, I really like it. Growler doesn't. Growler doesn't like it. I do want to get it upgraded. And I thought about, maybe our first thing should be the harvester. And we could do that after this harvest. We should have enough money to get a new harvester. But it would be a harvester not really much different. We could get another Massey Ferguson harvester just slightly larger than this one, but new. And I'm not really sure if that's worth it. So I was thinking what we should really spend our money on. The Warrior. No, we're not getting the Warrior. We did see this. I used to, back in Farming Simulator 15, I used to love the Dutch Far tractors, but I haven't bought them much in 19, at least not, in the newer playthroughs. I don't remember if I got any before. But we did see that Warrior, which is a high-end version of a large Dutch Far tractor, which would be pretty cool, but I don't think we're ready for that. I think what we want is this tractor is our one tractor that can work in the mud, Growler. Yeah, that's true. So I'm thinking what we need is another fairly light tractor that can work in the mud. But the newer tractors don't have as much power as this one. No, they don't. But maybe they don't need it. I mean, we just want something that can operate the spreader and the sprayer. This thing can't do the sprayer. As it is, this is the biggest weight I can put on the front of this thing, and the front of this thing lifts up something awful with this thing on the back of it. That thing's just a little bit too large for it. So I'm thinking what I want to do here is either go for a light tractor, a pretty decent light tractor. Let's look at the higher end light tractors, the newer ones, not the old ones. There we go. See, this might be the best of them. See, the engine's only 103. Riggy track. Do we have something else that's a riggy? It's an older riggy. Is one of our tractors an older riggy? I don't know. This one can't be upgraded. It's already its maxed out engine. As with this one. This one's sort of cool looking. I like it. It's interesting that the engine's off to one side like that. But I don't think, is that a 3-point attachment? I think that is a 3-point attachment on the front. And again, we can't adjust the power on it. So I guess more riggy tracks. I guess our only choice there, if we want something powerful, what's this one? This is it. This is our most powerful light tractor. That's this Valtra here. And it doesn't have the reverse seat. That sort of sucks. I like the reverse seat on the Valtras. Some of the Valtras have a wheel in the back where you can turn the seat around and just drive it backwards. Which is sort of cool. I don't care too much. Sometimes I get confused about what direction I'm turning, but not often. Do we want a front loader? We don't need any front loader. We can always add it later. This would be a more powerful tractor, wouldn't it? And aren't the others 132? So this would probably be worth it. How much is it? 149. Okay. The Valtra is ours. And we are going to need a weight, especially if we want to do the sprayer. Now the sprayer is supposed to take this big 1,500 weight. I really don't want to put a 1,500 kilogram weight on the front Oh, that's 1.5 tons, if I'm not mistaken. 1,500 kilograms is 1.5 metric tons. That seems like a bit overkill for a light tractor. Let's get this 1100 and see if it's good enough. All right, so while he's doing that, you go ahead and pick this up. Start the tractor up, and we'll get him going fertilizing. So now it's going to take forever for us to earn enough money to buy the good stuff. Yeah, well, gotta start at the bottom here, Growler. Alright, so yeah, I like the tractors we've got. This one certainly serves its purpose. I'm not even using Courseplay for the sprayer because it really doesn't matter. It's actually faster just use the regular helper for this guy. Alright, let's go ahead and jump to the store. Oh, that's right. No, the guys are not at the store. They're right here. I forgot that I've got them being delivered straight to the yard here. All right, let's have a little look-see here. Oh, very nice. Very nice, fancy. At least it's a modern tractor, not the junky old stuff you've had us using. Oh yeah, this looks a lot better. I like the little mirror right there. Not sure what it's pointing at, but oh, we got a little display up there. Wow, this has got a lot to it. Got a little jump seat next to us. All right. I noticed that if you have the passenger mod on, oh, and you may have noticed I turned off the realistic cab. I just thought it was a pain in the butt. It wasn't worth it. I rarely use the little zoom function, even though the zoom function was sort of cool and helpful occasionally, but it wasn't that helpful. Let's go ahead and start her up. Sounds nice. You know, one thing I've noticed about this game is it seems like your steering, you have a lot finer control if you're in the cab. And I don't mean just, you know, because, you know, your point of view is different. So no, I mean literally if you just like tap the D key to go right, it'll go just a little bit if you're in the cab and go a lot more if you're outside. Alright, so here's the test. This is almost like a New Holland blue. In fact, for a moment there, I thought we'd looked at a New Holland tractor. Okay, it's not lifting the nose up too bad. Okay, that works. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get this one started so we don't have to use the big one on there. And I did not change the tires on any of these. Shoot. Yeah, we can tell the front end's getting lofted just a little bit. I think we're okay. I moved back to normal crop growth speed because I'm just playing with things, trying to get things into, you know, something that sorry, I'm looking for sprayer there, that works well for us and still keep as much realism as we can. And so I put the I put the speed back to normal. I left crop withering off for now till I can see how well this works out. But I think it's going to end up costing us more in terms of having to basically go an additional day, and so we're paying all our expenses again. But I think it may work out better for us being able to fertilize like this. I'm able to fertilize with regular tires on. And I'm not worried too much about them jumping to the next growth state while we're doing it because it's slower growth rate. All right, go ahead and get you started. Cool. Yeah, look, see how much the nose of this is lofting from this. Wish I could put more weight on it, but it works, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. It may be a little heavy in the rear, but it's actually working. All right. Yeah, I haven't washed since I replanted everything. I actually did wash after the last harvest. All this stuff was washed since then, but this is all just from reseeding and everything. This one I didn't get washed. We have not used this one in a while, but we will with this harvest because this is wheat. So we will be doing that. All right, those things are going. I don't think there's anything else for us to worry about right now. So I am going to get these fields fertilized and weeded, and I'll bring you guys back when we're working on the harvest. All right, our crop is all ready to go. That the Valtra is a little rear heavy with this thing on here. I could, if I wanted to, sell this thing and get the smaller one. It would almost be a wash. You know, we'd sell this for almost as much as the new one cost. But I don't see any real reason to at the moment. This one probably really needs to be carried by a medium tractor like our big one. But I'm liking the setup the way it is. I'm actually thinking that maybe I'll get a second Valtra when we have the money and replace this one. So we'll just have two Valtras as our light tractors. It's a tempting thought. But let's go ahead and get the harvest started. This one doesn't seem to have any lights on the inside. Oh well. Ooh, this one needs some maintenance. I swear I just did maintenance on this. Alright. Let's go ahead and do this. I guess you guys get to see me struggle getting this on here. This trailer is just not meant for this, and so it does not work very well. See, you should have gotten Growler a new harvester. Uh-huh. Yeah, sure, Growler. What is it dragging on? There's nothing. It's not touching anything. Alright. Good enough. Now, I don't have to drag this into the shop. I could just, you know, use the vehicle menu and do maintenance right here. And it's probably a smarter thing to do. Save me a lot of headache, but I do like... Oh, come on. Really? Really? Oh, God. Alright. You know what? Yeah, let's just do that. The hell with it. Okay. Harvester. No, I don't want to sell it. I want to repair it. There we go. And there's my header, which doesn't need repair. That's odd. Usually the header needs repair more than the vehicle. Maybe I just repaired the header last time and didn't get the vehicle repaired. Alright. Goodbye, stupid trailer. Now, since I've done a harvest, let's open this up. Since I've done a harvest since I started the game, no, my offset is still gone. Why it resets my harvest. Maybe I haven't done a harvest since I restarted the game. Maybe this is the first time I don't remember. Did I do the harvest? No, I did the harvest when I was playing last night or something. Alright, so we got this set up. You may have noticed that I used the Courseplay for the sprayer, the herbicide sprayer, and not for the fertilizer spreader. The reason is that spread. Why did you stop so far in, or start so far in? You missed part of my field. The reason is that the spreader does just fine because it sprays stuff in a wide area, but the long arms on the sprayer, if you use a regular worker, they tend to hit things. They tend not to be able to deal with the fact they've got those long arms and they get stuck. So I prefer to use Courseplay for them. Alright, so let's do this for a while. Boy, I tell you, this has been taking some serious time. I just parked this in here for now. That field, the big field, needs to be limed, so I've got it hooked up to the lime trailer for the moment. That big field just takes forever to do. I will be looking forward to getting a bigger harvester so that doesn't take so long, but everything else is moving fairly slow too. I am going to work on some of that. But let's go ahead, now that we're almost done harvesting, let's get our truck here going on deliveries.
Make Growler some money.
That's right. Okay, so let's back up here. Alright. Now we'll open this menu up. We are on delivery. And we are going to add new fill type. We are going to add wheat. Oh, there it is, wheat. And we'll set the minimum to 50%. I don't want to, unless it's going to be at least half a truck load, I don't want to take it. So it will only take it if there's half a truckload. We're building up a little bit of stuff in storage, which I just think is a good idea altogether. It's just to have a little bit of extra sitting there. And that should be good. Oh, wait a minute. No, this is not good. Let's take that off. And I looked a minute ago. Let's close this. Open this. Wheat. The village grain elevator is where we want to go. So load courses. Village grain elevator. Right there. Where is my course for this? I don't see... Oh, there it is. It's coming from the other side. I have my bakery course goes the other way. Alright, so we should still be set up for wheat. Yep. I think we can just drive course now. Now this guy should just keep emptying the silo until it is done and dropping it off at the village grain elevator. There we go.
Lance, don't spill any of... Oh, that's Lance's sister. I ain't talking to her.
Oh dear. Alright, so can't do anything with this yet. As you can see, the I put the new tractor on the on this job because it's so much faster. I changed the settings on it from going the recorded speed to going maximum speed, and so it whips up there to the grain elevator twice as fast as the big yellow tractor did. But even so, you can see it's moving fairly slowly. I was more afraid of it overtaking the harvester, and no, it's completely the opposite. The harvester is just way ahead of it. You can see right now it's out on a delivery. But as soon as we get the stuff sold off, then we'll look and see how much money we've got. And maybe what we'll look at is dealing with this problem. Because it does, I mean, like this one, the little fields aren't bad, but this one, it like does one row and has to go make a delivery. So that's a bit rough. It wastes a lot of time on the road. Is this thing coming back?
Growler hope so. Hope somebody didn't try it off with Growler's tractor and brand new tractor and his loading trailer and all that good stuff.
I don't think so. Oh, here he is. He hasn't left yet. What were you doing clear down there at that end? I thought he had... maybe I'm just confused. But, yep, it's off on the next trip. Alright, we will wait for all this to get done. Oh, there's our first drop-off with wheat. 27 grand. Okay, so the harvest is done. Truck is still making deliveries. I think it has one or two left. And this guy has still got a long ways to go, but he is about to make a delivery here. I think there's two things. Boy, I sure do get close to that barrier. This is still on course play doing this. I'm not driving it. I've got two things that I think we can do. One, like I said, this thing's making a lot of trips, and our tipper also on that big field has a lot of problems. So I want to see if we've got enough money where we can go ahead, there we go, and upgrade both of these. But this guy has to drop this thing off before we can do anything with it. What is... Oh, the truck. I forgot they're going to the same place. I'm going, what on earth is sitting up here? That's sort of cool, actually. Oh. Boy, he barely makes that turn, doesn't he? Alright, so that was a load of that. We're up to 192,000. We have 70-something thousand, I think, before we started selling. So it's not bad. And that includes part of our income from this. Alright, can I just pause this or something? No. Okay. So I'm going to let this drive on back until we get to the yard. And then we'll go ahead and do the next bit here.
That's 194 grand of Growler's money you're thinking about spending.
No, I'm going to keep some of it so we have some cash to cover expenses. Alright, well, let's actually look at this while we're going here. So we just got this new tractor. Power on is 148 kilowatts and 201 horsepower. And loading wagons, 147 and 200 horsepower. So that's, yeah, we're just 1 point over. That's what I thought. So we will go ahead. First off, we'll kill this. And then we will go ahead and buy this. Trelleborg, Michelin, Trelleborg, Michelin. We'll just... let's get the Michelins. They're a bit wider. It might help if it starts raining. And then we can go ahead and get rid of our old one. There we go. So this holds, I think, about twice as much. It certainly looks beefier. And this tractor has just barely enough power to handle it, so we should be good to go there. Alright, now how is this set? Next closest waypoint, okay. So we're set to start up at the next closest waypoint, so we should be able to just put it back on the job. That is one humongous trailer. Look how muddy our tractor is. We just got this thing and it's just coated in mud. And the field's not muddy, so I'm wondering if that mud mod changes something even when the field isn't muddy, or if it's something left over from the fact that we had, you know, mud going on, or what. Alright. Can you go ahead and do this? No, you're not going to do it. Stop. Why does it do that? That's the second time I've tried to restart it. It must change modes. Yeah, it's in the wrong mode. It must change modes when it goes to make the delivery. And so if you've interrupted it, you've got to make sure to turn it back onto the right mode. Okay, on to field work mode. Yeah, I don't have access to that land. What else is new? Alright, super. So this should take considerably longer to fill up. Hopefully that'll make the rest of this field not take quite so long. Let's jump around. Oh, you're on your way back. Okay, I was going to say, he's not carrying much of anything. There's just enough weed in there that he'll go ahead and fill up on it. Let's go ahead and grab this. We still got 100,000. That's nice.
Don't be spending it.
I'm just going to spend a little bit of it, Growler. We're spending money to make money. Oh, that's right. I need to get this thing out of here. I just put it in here to get it out of the way, so of course it makes sense that it would now be in the way. So I didn't know where to park it that wouldn't be causing issues with something else. Alright. So he can't go until the other guy's done. So... Alright, now here... I don't think we really need to get a new tipper right now. I mean, he's just making, you know, little runs. Let's go ahead and repair that while we're at it. Repair that. He's just making little runs, so let's... He's not... Hang on. We're not at 4,000. Why is it showing that we're at capacity 4,000? Yeah, we're at 8,000. And we can go up to 12,000. And we can put a cover on it. So that's going to increase our capacity by 50%. So hopefully that'll be a little bit better. We don't need a cover. We're not using this on the road. So, yeah. And it's only $2,000. So, there we go. That's all set. Oops. Gotta reconnect to it. Why? Oh, there we go. I didn't see the prompt. And I'm going, why am I not getting the prompt?
You're blind.
Yeah, well, it could be, Growler. So yeah, this will make it so we don't have to make quite so many trips with the tipper for the next harvest. And since we're just rotating through all the crops, because Growler agreed to do lots of different crops, that means we're doing a lot of straw. So having the better loading wagon will definitely help out there too. Okay, you can drop right there. We're done with you for today.
Should have washed it.
Yeah, well, I'll wash it later. Actually, yeah, I should have washed the wagon because we are done with it for today. Okay, so that's shut down. Might pull it out. How did you manage to do this? How? You're stuck. There we go. Yeah, you got enough to make one more run. He was doing fine making that curve. I had him once, he actually ran into the side of a building. I couldn't figure out how he managed to do it. Alright, you go ahead and make that last delivery. That'll make us another 25 grand or so. So we've got some good money. I'm sort of thinking, I'm torn between wanting to get a larger tractor, well, actually, torn. I want to replace this guy, and I sort of wanted to a second one of these Valtras. So we just have a pair of Valtras that are identical. That way we have two light tractors for, you know, working in the fields in case we have mud. But I don't know. It's either that or I want to get a larger tractor so we can handle bigger seeder or stuff like that, or get a big harvester. And I'm sort of leaning towards getting a big harvester because the harvest is just taking so long. Wait a minute, really, are you full? Where are we? There we go. Oh my goodness, he is full. 41,796 straw. That is a lot of straw. And he still has quite a ways to go. Alright, but I think that's going to be it for today. We're going to save this 100 and some odd thousand we end up with. We probably still have a good 10, 15,000 in straw coming in. Plus we should have about 24,000 for the wheat. No, because that was only half a load. So maybe 12,000 for the wheat. All in all, we've got another 20 some odd thousand to go. that'll get us about a third of the way to a new harvester. So with a little luck, I'll do 2 more harvests, and then we'll do another episode then, and I'll go ahead and get a new harvester. But that is it for today. Hope you guys have enjoyed the video. If you have, please remember to tickle that thumbs up button. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Have a great day. Growler, why are you here?
Growler's time slot. Growler's here.
What do you mean your time slot? We don't like to do time slot things. It's like sometimes the weekends are yours, sometimes the Lance's. It's just, you know, it's the way it is. Alright, let's swing.
Where's the arid Badlands? What's that stupid looking thing?
That's a robot.
What am I doing?
You're gonna be like an adventurer. They call them vault hunters.
What's the ball?
Well, it's supposed to have all sorts of good stuff in it. Is it just me? You've been getting a little sun there, buddy.
Well, of course I've been getting a little sun. And on these islands forever. You keep making me get naked and start over again.
Well, it's good for you. You know, it builds character.